One of the things that is happening when you're trying to lose body fat is what's called strategically trying to fool yourself. And that's not, I mean, you're not tricking yourself consciously, you're tricking yourself subconsciously. Because what's happening is the whole time your body does not want to lose weight. No way. It's actually, it would work against survival for you to easily lose weight. Think about times back in the past, not necessarily in this life, but in the evolution of our species, that if there was time there was no food for days on end, if it was easy to lose weight, how fast would people perish? How fast would people fall ill? So your body is always trying to keep weight on, which would help you to stay alive. But in this modern time, it just keeps us frustrated. What you need to focus on is that you're trying to just nudge it forward so it almost doesn't realize. You're strategically doing things so your body almost doesn't realize that you're losing body fat. It sort of allows a little bit of variance. Okay, let's lose a little bit. Okay, a little bit. And then at some point you look back and it's a whole bunch. But if you try to do that really quickly, all of it at once, it's automatically going to throw up all the emergency flares and say, okay, relax. Let's figure out a way to gain it back, or let's figure out a way to slow this whole change down, because it would work against your survival not to do that. Right? So you're always strategically trying to fool yourself, just trying to get to the next week just a little bit more, 1 pound at a time, and so on and so forth. But what that actually means is that you could do small things every day consistently to get to your goal. And this is why oftentimes these large, when you try to make a really big change really quickly, it sort of falls bad because you're used to being a certain way. But at some point over the first few weeks, your body's going to automatically pick up on what you're doing, and it's going to almost stop it cold, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to say, what's the point of me putting in all this grand effort if it's not moving anywhere? Whereas if you're slowly nudging it forward and still living your life, but you're making yourself, strategically lose a little bit of body fat on a day-to-day, week-by-week basis, then you're going to get there, and you're not going to feel like you're missing out. You're not going to feel like it's too much. And really at no point it should feel like I'm putting all this effort in and not seeing results. Sometimes you got to sort of pull back a little bit and start to realize that we're trying to strategically fool our body when we're trying to lose body fat. So we almost have to do it covertly without large changes, so that it doesn't pick up on it in a sense, and it allows it to happen. So here I am one final time. Strategically, you're trying to fool your body to losing body fat. So you need to try to go into a little undercover mode and not set off any alarms.